Hello again, it's a cruising day today. This is the second time I've taken the boat out, and the first time I've taken her out on my own. As you can see, I'm more than a little bit nervous about it. Immediately, the canal was a lot busier than I was expecting, which did absolutely nothing to help my nerves. You can't see in the video, but there were boats in front of me and behind me. Oh, I love this little red boat, it's so cute. I might go even shorter for my next boat. What do you think? Something I'm really scared about doing on the new boat is going through tunnels, so the plan of action today is to face my fears head on, cruise through Saddington Tunnel and then back again. In the week I'd been away, the canal had developed this carpet of weed, and there was a funky smell to go with it. I'd forgotten how smelly this time of year can be. There's so many things about boat life I'm loving rediscovering. Good things and less good things. There was a boat coming towards me at this bridge. Right of way basically goes to whoever gets there first, which was me, and once I was through, I pulled over to the right-hand side to allow them to pass. Luckily, there was plenty of room here to pass each other. The countryside and the canal around here are so beautiful, although where it's so overgrown it limits options for mooring. Although this boat has squeezed nicely into that spot. Being so overgrown would also make it difficult to pass another boat. I was desperately hoping not to meet anyone coming towards me. So, of course, it happened. Luckily, I was able to hover here and give them enough space to pass. Let's hope that's it for canal traffic for the day. Looks like I spoke too soon. Here's another one. Breathe in. This boat is so cute and the people on board were lovely. What a beautiful narrow stretch of canal on a blind bend. Wouldn't it be a shame if we were to meet another boat? By this point I was feeling a bit overwhelmed. I was pouring with sweat, maybe from the 30-degree heat, but most likely from the nerves. I really didn't want to go through the tunnel anymore. I decided I'd find somewhere suitable to stop for lunch and just head back early. Okay, maybe I'll go a little bit further. I felt bad that I was so nervous and wasn't enjoying the cruise like I thought I was supposed to be. But you can't control what's going to be scary for you, and the main thing is I was doing it anyway, despite my anxieties. And you know what, a bad day on a boat is better than the best day sat behind a desk. No, it's definitely too much. I'm definitely taking the next mooring spot and going home. Was that a winding hole? Maybe I should have turned around there. I'm sure I'll find somewhere else before I get to the tunnel. Oh, that's the tunnel. Looks like we're going to do it after all. Right, time to be brave. Saddington Tunnel is 808 metres long. It was constructed in 1797. It's in the Leicestershire village of Saddington, which has a reservoir that feeds the canal. It's wide enough to accommodate two-way narrowboat traffic, or for a wide-beam boat to go through if they book in advance. Luckily the tunnel was pretty straight and I didn't meet another boat coming in the other direction. I did have someone right on my tail though, which wasn't nice. The one downside to my little boat is that she doesn't go very fast, which I'm sure was frustrating for the boat stuck behind me, but having them so close was not pleasant. Unfortunately, the battery on my front camera died in the tunnel, but I made it out in one piece, which allowed me to breathe the hugest sigh of relief. As soon as I found somewhere to stop, I pulled over.
That was absolutely terrifying. It was a lot busier than I was expecting, and then there was loads of boats coming in the other direction and really tight squeezes to get past each other. And it's really funny that everyone says I'd never go to London because it's so busy. Yet, and the whole time I was in London, I hardly ever came across anybody else whilst I was out cruising. People just tended to shuffle a mile or two once a week on the weekend. So if you didn't go out much on the weekends, you'd hardly ever meet another boat. I definitely chickened out at one point and decided that I didn't want to do the tunnel. That I would stop at the nearest mooring point and then turn around, but there was nowhere to moor, so by that point I was committed and I just had to keep going through the tunnel. And it was so scary. It takes so much concentration and constantly readjusting the steering, and I don't know the boat well enough to know where the throttle is just by feel. I didn't want to take my eyes off of the tunnel, but there were a few times that I needed to change the speed, and then there was another boat right behind me.
There was only one thing for it. Put the kettle on, make some lunch. Come back next time for the return journey. I've done the scary thing now, so it should all be plain sailing from here. Thanks for watching.